Our guest on today's show is the self-proclaimed, self-made Brooklyn queen. She is numero uno in the NYC, that's New York City, and worldwide as well. A true gem in the world of underground hip-hop. Ladies and gentlemen, she is a true innovator, an artist that never swagger jacks. Please join me in welcoming the hottest rapper in New York City. Forget about Lucy, ladies and gentlemen. I Love Jah Jah is now airing over the Los Angeles ionosphere, really proving that blondes truly have more fun. Hello, Jah Jah. Thank you for joining me today.
What's up, Bruce?
What's up?
Thanks.
How you doing?
I'm good, but you know I'm not gonna stay a blonde forever.
What colors are you considering? I mean, they all look good on you, probably.
Well, I'm an original brown brunette, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm so fucking smart, you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
Eminem's brown too, you know. Everybody's just going blonde because, you know, they try, like, you know, it's just like the singer thing to do, and it was just, like, fun, but, like, I fucked up my hair and shit, and I don't want to kill it, you know what I'm saying? I like my long hair, so, you know, I got some Spanish descent, so, you know, like a little Turkish, Spanish, Greek.
You could be my prima, my cousin.
Senhora. Yo viví en Brasil para 2 años.
Wow. Yeah, I understand a little bit of Portuguese. They have their own dialect, but you can see the Spanish is in there, definitely.
No espanhol em português.
Exactly.
No possível a mistura de duas línguas. Em português, do espanhol. But I lived in Brazil, you know. I lived there, and I did some of my music, you know, because I'm an artist also. But I lived there for 2 years, and, you know, it was my second album that I was interested in doing, and I was so sick of, like, New York, like, a lot of the attitude in the East Coast. It's just like, yo, I know what I want to do with you, Jah Jah. I want to put you in a group. I want to do this. I want you to do this. I want you to sing rock. I want you to do rock. Whatever they want you to do, you know, at the time. And then, like, the beats they were giving you, everybody's giving you some hustle deal, some stupid talk, some showcase they want you to, you know, it's just some bullshit. Everybody trying to rob you. You know, Chubb Rock took some money out of my hands and shit. You know, he knows he fucking owes me and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I did an album, I got him to do, but he robbed beats. It was complicated, man. A lot of slimy motherfuckers here in New York.
Absolutely.
Just a stupid game, and nobody, like, he got me signed to Tommy Boy, took my money, you know, just shit like that, you know, like, you know, just so, like, all these old school sleazy guys were, like, running around, like, you know, I guess they were, like, the bottom feeders, like, parasites, just, like, looking at all the new energy, and they would just suck in and seeing what they could fuck with, and, but eventually I got sick of it, you know, I was like, all right, I got my first album, I got screwed, I was on Texas Justice, I had these local producers record me, they screwed me up on my first album, but then I had somebody else remedy it came out okay, it was The Art of Hip Hop. I was on Texas Justice. I won on TV. It was the first time I was ever rapping live. Like, not really live, but first time I was ever on TV rapping live. And then I was also, first time I was in court, I was rapping to a judge. So, but that was mad funny. But, you know, and then, like, after I was kind of, you know, just looking for some shit, I was always interested in Brazilian music. And then I ended up in Brazil. I had these friends there, and I was like, yo, I know you guys know somebody, some fucking producers and shit. I know you, I want to do hip-hop, and you want to mix hip-hop and Portuguese and samba and shit, you know? And, and they hooked me up with these guys. They were sending me all kinds of shit, and then finally this nigga was in fucking New York, and my friend was like, yo, go meet this cat. I was like, all right. And then it was just like, you know, it kind of worked out between me and him for a minute. Clicked, huh? Yeah, and I went back to Brazil with him and recorded, like, I don't know, 50, 60 songs, you know, performed a lot there. I was in his...
You there?
In hip-hop. You know, it was hot, man. We little group. It was, like, reggae. He made some samba. It was a good experience, you know, but, you know, it has its time and its place. Brazil is not really like, you know, America and shit. You got no fucking... Nah, man. I was doing well. No rights, you know, I was getting $800 a fucking show. Wow. But, you know, you get fucking cops in your fucking roughnecks and fucking people with guns coming up. I mean, it's just like, it's non-stop, man. The world I was living in was like, y'all could write a movie and shit, you know?
Talk about like, hardcore.
Yeah, it's really, really crazy, you know? But,
the core.
But then I came back to the USA, you know, and then like I got like all just like trying to figure out what to do, you know, and met with these guys from Ruckus, from Interscope, and he was like Black Royale, and guy started giving me some beats. He was like, Jah Jah, you're the hottest rap. I can't believe every track you make, you know what the fucking do to it. I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know. I'm just like, you know, he's like, oh, but I'm friends with G-Unit and 50 Cent, you know, and fucking Eminem. I was like, oh, good, okay. This was, you know, my innocence and shit, you know. I was like, yeah, but, you know, I love M. I'm like, but, you know, don't sign me under M. I'm like, he's the only other white rapper. I'm like, it's going to make me look bad. I'm like,
didn't you, I don't mean to cut you off, but you starred in a VH1 cameo, right? Didn't you say it was kind of corny? It was like a white rapper show? I don't mean to cut you off there.
That was after everything, yeah. So, yeah, that was in 2000, what was it, 2007, the White Rapper Show, or something like that. It was fucking bullshit. But yeah, so I got fucked with 50 and Eminem because they ended up playing me hard. Like, they didn't want me to, they was like, yeah, I'm going to sign you. We're going to get you signed. I was like, yeah, sign me to G-Unit and shit. So that's when I started getting, I was like, all right, whatever, you know, like, cool. And then, like, a few months later, he was like, yo, you want to sleep with my girlfriend? I was like, you fucking on crack? And he kept, like, demanding. I was like, yo, I ain't doing that shit. Well, then a few months after, he was like, you sure about that? You sure about that? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure about that. Yo, man, fucking 5 guys and shit. Don't give me no fucking girls. You know what I'm saying? Jesus. That ain't no test. What the fucking test you trying to make me pass to be in your fucking little fucking club? But yeah, it happened. You know, in Brazil also, my friend said, you have to say you're gay. I said, get the fuck out of here. I ain't gay. You don't know. It's all man. They're all fucking crazy. They're all like, they want these dark secrets on you and shit. They want you to be in a club. But I'm just like, it just don't rub me that right way, because, you know, you're trying to tell me what to do, what to act, you know, how to be, and fucking what I gotta stand for. Then you listen, you know, you're re-scripting my lyrics and shit, and telling me I can't fucking wear this, I gotta look like this, I gotta get up at 6 in the morning and go to this fucking trainer and go to this fucking interview and listen to this motherfucker tell me what the fuck to do. Get the fuck out of here, man. No. So,
absolutely.
So a few months later, what happened was, like, I started hearing all my shit coming out of fucking G-Unit, you know, press the fucking, I was like, yo, and then more and more, I was like, yo, and then fucking started to filed a lawsuit, found this hot black lawyer, but he was like kind of, I don't know, too green, but we got screwed on some musicologist shit, you know, fucking insiders. But that don't matter and shit, you know, you live and learn, you know, but these lawyers, they don't want to take no copyright cases, they just get passed it around, you know, and they'd hold on to it for 6 months. Meanwhile, I'm looking like a big fucking industry target. I have fucking Justin Timberlake jacking me, fucking Chris Brown taking fucking songs, my artwork's being fucking stolen for fucking videos that are being Grammys. My friends are looking at me like at first. Yeah, some of my friends are like, oh, you're crazy, you think everybody's stealing from you.
Not at all. I've seen it, Jah Jah. I mean, I've seen the intellectual and the copyright, you know, the intellectual laws and everything. I mean, you even have perfume companies even jocking your style.
Yeah, right? It's nonstop. Yeah, it's endless. I've seen TV commercials. But they love my shit for entertainment. They love to just like take my shit and give it to Gaga or fucking Nicki Minaj, you know. Exactly. But like, or Rihanna, you know.
They can't have somebody real like you who's advocating for the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, advocating against the disarmament of the American people. They can't have that, Jah Jah.
Well, let me tell you how that shit came about. Is because when I realized that I'm up against this fucking, I was like, yo, how they getting my shit, man? And I'm starting to think, you know, my shit's getting passed around and I'm a big fucking target, you know, I gotta fucking go at this shit like a fucking, like a beast and shit, you know? Right. And then they start fucking, you know, mocking me, and I'm like, yo, everything I say, they're fucking jacking, you know, so what could I say? What could I do?
Even your poses, you know? I've seen it.
My photography, my lyrics, my rhythms, my fucking, but I'm like, yo, so what can't they take? They can't take it if I fucking drop the truth and shit. So after I started finding out how they be getting my shit, I started realizing about the boule.
Exactly.
And the masonry, and how the NSA, they were like taking shit, you know, just sucking shit, you know, and like passing it, and they were all like one big fucking.
Jah Jah, let me ask you something about the boule since you bring them up. Okay, as you already know, the boule, or Sigma Pi Phi.
The boule.
Exactly. Boule.
Boo.
Like, It's Halloween anyway, so it's boule, like boo.
Exactly, like the black ghosts.
There you go. The boule, or Sigma Pi Phi, is actually the equivalent of the Black Skull and Bones fraternity. They control major African American artists, as you've already stated. I mean, the occult is not just subjected to the hip hop genre or African Americans either. I mean, you have pop stars like Nicole Swisher Sweet, or whatever her name is. You know, one of the Pussycat Dolls. They came out and they said that you literally have to sell your soul to the devil or some dark, malevolent force, probably the record label, even to make it in the music industry. Like, you have Kesha people like Kesha portraying themselves as cult leaders. And as you know, you've heard it in Rihanna's lyrics and Jay-Z's lyrics, Let It Rain, even Bob Dylan. You know, this people don't know. When they hear Rain Man, they think Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman, but they have no idea of an African voodoo deity that these artists or charlatans, I don't even want to call them artists, you're an artist, Jah Jah, are praising. You agree with me on that?
Yeah, and I wanted to bring up Lupe Fiasco, because he's like the biggest, one of a huge psyop, because I performed with that nigga in fucking Amsterdam, okay, at the Cannabis Club 2 years ago, right? And that fucking asshole thinks that everybody, I don't know, he's a fucking dick, man. Everybody thinks that just because, you know, he was singing, right? And he thinks that everybody is spitting in English, that everybody doesn't understand English, and he could say he was singing right there. He goes, I sold my soul to the devil. I suck dick to get on. And
wow.
I swear to you, Bruce, we were fucking bugging. What, he think we can't understand English? What does he think, everybody's fucking Dutch speaking here? What the fuck is he singing? So I'm telling you, that whole psyop shit with the fucking Obama. Yes, you know who discovered that fucking faggot? Fucking J fucking faggot Z. Fucking gay Z, motherfucker, been guiding his whole career. They did that shit just to make, they trying to pull, you see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I said, well, I had a little niche. I'm going to spit political shit, because I've been friends with Immortal Technique from fucking back when. But I always just, I was like, yo, when I start learning shit, I'm going to get hard with that shit. But them fucking, when they saw me come with that shit, they were like, no, we need to psyop, we need to co-op, and fucking, we need to do a true shit, and we'll guide it the way we want to guide it, and say what we want to say, and give the illusion. Meanwhile, they got both sides covered and shit. That's how the fucking Masonic fucking games roll.
Absolutely. It's just so blatant now, Jah Jah. Everything from, I mean, you got Drake rocking Moloch t-shirts, you got, you know, you got that sissy Lala Justin Bieber getting the Eye of Horus tattooed on his arm. I mean, why is evil so popular in today's music culture? I mean, you got the girls nowadays wearing the Eye of Horus hoop earrings. It's everywhere.
Well, I don't know if, you know, like a symbol here and there is so evil. Okay, I mean, maybe, okay, Nazi swatch. I don't know, like, symbols are weird, okay, but when they continuously having to represent themselves, like tattooing it, they're using it, like, I don't know, maybe I would even use the Eye of Horus in an art design, maybe somewhere down the, maybe I did it when
with a sword going right through it.
Yeah, or something, but I don't even, you know, like, sometimes some symbols don't really identify, you know, they don't, like, hold a lot of meanings. Like somebody picked apart a video that I once did, right? And I put the handcuffs over my eye, but I didn't even know about those people making the shit at the time. And then I was actually making some critical shit about the pyramid, you know, the IMP pyramid in front of the Louvre, you know, in Paris, the museum. Right. So I filmed in front of it, you know, to make some little commentary about it, because it was an anti-Illuminati, fucking anti-Masonic fucking song. Right. But they turned around, you know, they try to use it against me, you know, like some fucking psyopers and shit. But I'm just saying, but generally, those people, all those fucking bought and paid for, like I'm saying, they're vetted, they've been tested, and they have to do that shit. They've been told to do that shit. Exactly. They have to do rituals. They have to go into, you know, everything with them is, they've agreed, they've signed up their rights.
They sold their soul.
They own. Let me tell you something. If somebody wants to own Jah Jah, what's going to happen is that they'll take like a 360 contract, which extends into every country and even the galaxy now. They have it's in the contract that they own everything, man. That forever and ever. So like that means if you like Whitney Houston and like get caught up in like crack, which I would never do, but I'm just saying like if you would like happen to like if they find a vice of yours like gambling, something they love to find. That's how they'll take you down. They
Those
find
bastards.
a vice. They find a vice. They fuck you up. Then you come back crawling at them. They never fucking give you another contract. They choose to shelve you. Or if they think, they blow you up big enough like Michael Jackson or Whitney Houston, they just fucking kill you.
Right.
Oh, and they make more money that way. They don't give a fuck. You're just indispensable, you know?
You're probably worth more to them dead. That's the old cliche, the old artist cliche. It's like, they die and their art is worth more, like with Kurt Cobain in certain ways.
You know, if people don't realize their own self-worth, that's it. You're gonna give it to somebody else. My life is never gonna be given to those cocksuckers.
Absolutely.
I don't give a shit what's mainstream, underground, fucking. Look at this shit. You sent me this shit about Tila Tequila the other day, you know, and I see. And I'm looking at it now, and I'm like, 2 million, almost 2 million likes. That cunt, slut, fucking whore. Yo, she's another psyop, you know? I mean, she's another
looking
one.
Like it.
What?
It's looking like it, definitely. I've tried to have her on many times. She stood us up. She left me with no tequila, nothing but limes. No coconut, no lime in the coconut. She left us hanging, Jah Jah.
Listen, whatever. That's just like whatever. She just
right.
But the fact is that she came out on MySpace. I was number 10, okay, in unsigned acts. She was always number 1. I was always on the same fucking page as that hooker. Then they deleted me. I had over 1 million of fucking hits, millions of fucking hits on my songs. I had like 65,000 people. I was always rising, okay? That bitch. Right. What they did is they deleted me one day, MySpace. All right? They just deleted everything. I was like devastated. I was like, what the fuck? Just before my album was going to be released too. Everybody was begging for that shit. And then that fucking cunt, fucking Tila Tequila, they took all the shit, all my photos, they started redoing them, making her look like trying to be cool. Then they started making her do hip hop. Everything I do, they try to take it and psyop it. They used her fans. They're using her fans to look. They even getting you sucking freedom fighters. You see, anybody that believes that fucking cunt is a fucking that bitch loved fuck by fucking 10 fucking guys. She's a fucking lying hooker. She bought into it to promote bisexuality,
metrosexuality, all of that, right? That's why Vinny Eastwood picked up on it.
Yo, she's a fucking psyop, man. She don't know. She's a stupid fucking whore. She's ranting like a zombie. I read what she wrote. She doesn't know. She's told what to say now. Yeah. Now she's an MKULTRA zombie because they don't know what to do with that hooker because she's getting older and she's talentless. And they need something. They need a niche. We need to blow the spot on that fucking hooker.
They're trying to cash in on the conspiracy buzz, Jah Jah. A lot of them are.
And you know what? Anybody that believes her is fucking stupid themselves. They need to vet their own fucking brains. Go check your fucking dick out, man. Go to Thailand and go fucking fuck a underage girl. That's where she came from. Or Cambodia, whatever the fuck, Vietnam, wherever the fuck. Some fucking place where they fucking sell little kids and shit out to fucking fat old fucking man.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's looking like a case of just MKULTRA with her, possibly. Hollywood MKULTRA, just another talentless celebrity, that listened to Alex Jones once or twice and, has a blog talk radio and now thinks she, can be on the main stage addressing major issues. I mean, I've never once heard her talk about Sigma Pi Phi or Bole or anything of that nature.
She's not smart, okay?
I know.
No, what they're doing, you have to understand it. It's very clear. She has 2 million people that like this cunt. They want to profit off of the numbers. They know they can capitalize off of these numbers. That's $2 million. That's $2 million fucking email list. What the fuck? They need to do something with that shit.
Exactly.
So they need to make her into a bona fide fucking tinfoil hat wearing fucking lunatic. All right? No. She can't fucking speak. Yo, she can't fucking sing. She can't fucking spit. Only thing she can do is split her fucking hips. Fuck that bitch. That's what I said.
There you absolutely.
Come 5 fucking feet to my face. I swear I will fucking make her into black and blue.
Right. Well, I think she's out here in Cali. Maybe if you come out to Cali, she better not get in our way. But Jah Jah, you're extremely keen in law, in particular copyright laws. You have attempted to sue the likes of 50 Cent.
So like I was, okay, so what happened was, photography. Yes, I was in another lawsuit. It just recently ended. I won't go into, all the details because it's also visual arts, and,
right.
But, what was interesting is that I did get myself, my lawyer did take the case, and it was, the judge dismissed it. It turns out, and he tried to say it was frivolous after 150 photographs that were strikingly similar. I had 6 expert witnesses in the art world, and they wrote testimonies, affidavits. The judge wanted to throw it out. I'm like, what the fuck's up this judge's ass? And then my lawyer couldn't do it at the time to go to appeals. He's like, Jah, I read this shit. You could go to appeals, but I can't do it. So I'm like, all right, I'll do it. He's like, I'll help you a little bit, I'm like, all right, because I'm going to kill them. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I was like, I like law. I learned some stuff, in college, some cultural critic shit. I was an art critic for a little bit, and I was a writer, and, I was interested in art theory, and all this stuff comes from Kant, Immanuel Kant, and Hegel, and so, it was like, I love that shit anyway, so I was like, all right, let me fucking read this shit. I was already familiar with a little bit of art law. I started digging. I felt, whoa, I was like, my shit's covered by the Visual Arts Rights Act. I'm like, you didn't even fucking push that shit. He's like, what? I was like, whoa. I started finding all these loopholes, and it was like mind expanding. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, this is amazing. And I was, of course you go through a lot of emotions. Oh, why did my lawyer do it? Lawyers don't necessarily know how to do all this shit. Let me tell you, lawyers will know what they know, and their allegiance is to the judge and the other lawyers. They don't know all the ways that you can actually attack, and I recommend that people handle their own lawsuits. Like 90% of the copyright cases, unless you're like super rich, first of all, the lawyers are gonna fucking hold that shit on. They're gonna be like, oh, let me fuck up their statute of limitations and fucking sit on that shit and get a payout from the other lawyers and shit, just so I can.
Right.
Yeah, man, they do that shit. I be hearing mad shit. A couple of law firms even try that shit with me, man. And then, so there's a lot of fucking dirty games, and it's all this fucking inside masonry, and, it's like a big fucking dirty boy, rich club and shit, but you know what? That doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit, because you know why? Like we were talking, like it's their game. They have a game, and their game is strong. And the thing is that there is another way to play this game. Okay? I don't mean to play checkers when they're playing chess. I mean to fucking be a chess master and go to fucking Russia overnight. You fucking learn the fucking real law, the real fucking constitution, our fucking laws, rules of procedure. You will find left and right loopholes in what the other party is doing. Your lawyer won't even fucking have the time because they're trying to get to the next case and finish and get back home to their wife and kids. You just sit there and you fucking smoke your cigar and your fucking bliggy and start fucking opening up LexisNexis, Google Scholar, fucking go to the internet, look up fucking cases and shit. You will find in your district like fucking cases that are similar and laws. And then you find that you could just start doing shit like as pro se person, like you could like file all kinds of grievances against the law firms, judicial complaints, misfeasances to fucking, prosecutors, all kinds of shit like that, man. People don't even know it, but lawyers won't fucking do that for you because not only will they charge you to $20,000 to $50,000, but they fucking afraid of getting bar grieved and getting their ass kicked themselves.
That's right. That's right.
we're way more individual as individual. We're way more powerful. I mean, as individuals, way more powerful. You know?
You're absolutely right. Now, Jah Jah, let's talk about some of the proof, some of the cold hard facts, the evidence that points to a Masonic / Luciferic conspiracy in hip hop today. I mean, legendary artists such as Africa Bambaataa have came out and said, hey, there's an outright Luciferic agenda going on here. What do you make of that video where Rihanna's posing as the Baphomet, her umbrella video, which many have said it's anatomically impossible for someone to pose in that matter? I mean, you see people like Beyonce wearing bull and goat heads, Gaga doing the same thing. It's just so blatant. Is this not solid evidence? I mean, these people portraying themselves as Baphomets, a term that describes dark deities, back to the Templar Knights. It goes back to those days. And it's even said that these music producers and artists actually practice calderic magic, incantations to propagate the success of these fiends, these wannabe artists. I mean, is this not alarming, Jah Jah, to you?
Whether the artists believe it or not, they're doing it. The fact is that the symbols, back to the symbols, what I wanted to get into before was that the symbols that they choose, they've charged with energy. You know, they've charged it with negative energy. Like, the fact is that that all evil comes from greed of money, you know, and power. And I went into a 3-hour discussion with this last night with a friend of mine. You know, he's a rapper, he's a black gay rapper, Sonny Lubang. He works in the courts also. And it's just like so deep, man, about the fucking greed and shit that goes into the music industry. And people are seduced by symbols. And that's why they take the simple symbols like sex, demon, you know, they've already been charged and subliminal and indoctrinated into people's subconscious. Like, what I'm just trying to say, like, even, like, you could just do one thing, like, I don't know, like a pentagram, for example. Like, I know people that are good people that, like, I always got the creeps from that shit. But I'm saying, like, I know good people, good, positive healers that will use a pentagram, but they don't mean it the way it's been charged in that, you know, evil way. So, but when you're dealing with, like, Kesha, and they're, like, sexualizing a girl, like, and making her look like a witch on MySpace, and make her, and they're using all these kind of occultic, seductive things. It's an easy way out to dumb down. The problem is that almost that stuff isn't so bad. I would say demons don't scare me. You want to know the truth, Bruce? Demons do not fucking scare me. Bring them here. I'll tell you what to fucking do with yourself. But the fact is, I'm just saying, like, the fact is that they want to introduce, they want to seduce the populace, the mainstream, with these images in order to make money off of them and dumb them down and pull them away from real music that might hit the soul, or the real art that might uplift the spirit. With real, they would rather, they go all out and target creative juice people like myself, Jah Jah, Janine Gordon, who's fucking known for her visual arts in museums, in the Whitney Museum, permanent collection. I'm in the SF MoMA, Museum of Modern Art.
Beautiful art, by the way, Jah Jah. I've seen it.
Thank you. International, Paris, you know, you name it. Germany, German art dealers, you know, all showed in Switzerland. I've been in Swiss collections. I have shit in mad chateaus.
Wow.
My stuff's next to foyers and castles. I don't talk about that, all right? That's not really, but I'm just saying, like, the fact is that I'm a prolific artist, you know. I have like hundreds of songs, or 7 albums about to come out. I have shit that I just never release because nobody gives me money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, nobody supports me. You know, if you wanna check out my music, you can go to JahJahOfficial.com. But, you know, and download.
Check her out at iTunes as well. iTunes, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying on my main site, JahJahOfficial.com. It's like JAH official, because on iTunes it's very hard to find my stuff. They scatter it everywhere unless you know the name of the track. Okay. They've done everything to diversify me and put me so you can't get all my shit. That's why, you know, yeah, I had to like recollate everything, you know, somehow. They do whatever they can to destroy an artist, you know, but my spirit is not destroyed. I'm like a triple threat now. They want to fuck with me. I know mad law. I like I said, like I fucking read law like I read the comics. Like people read the comics and shit. I eat that shit up, man. I know.
You eat it for breakfast, right?
I will eat any fucking New York fucking Jew lawyer. You know, I don't give a fuck. I'm Jewish myself, but I'll fucking eat them for fucking Passover and shit. Fucking, you know, fry them up. I don't fuck. You know, I will pump any fucking defendants. I'll keep them in court for 2.5 years. That's what I did to my last defendants. So, you know, like the power that you get from learning law and from, you know, and from really being able to defend yourself and using your First Amendment, the right to free speech. Holy shit, they want to keep everybody. They don't want you to know shit. They don't want. That's the game of the Illuminati. They want to control your education. They want to control your food supply. They want to control the medical. They want to control the air you breathe. They want to tax your ass up. They want you to invest your money in whatever they want to tell you to invest your money in. Because now that Jay-Z's hanging out with Warren Buffett, everybody wants to go listen to Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett's stealing money. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's just a big fucking, like, a charade. You know, it's a big fucking.
He's a jester. He's a jester juggling a couple of oranges for Warren Buffett, right?
Now that guy's making a lot of money, just reaping money off of the black and white fucking youth culture.
Unfortunately,
he does, and he supports nobody, and he's a scumbag, you know, as a person. He
said he made his business selling crack. He became an entrepreneur selling crack and calling the cops on his competition. What a loyal guy.
Hey, but aren't you proud that our president is friends with him?
Oh, absolutely. And he lets him go to communist Cuba, and I can't go. You know, I can't get those nice Cuban real cigars. I got to smoke the fake shit. But he can go over there whenever he wants. I'm so proud of our president. Not.
You know, our fucking president, it just shows you who he is. You know, he's a fucking drug dealer himself, motherfucker.
Absolutely.
That's why he hang out with drug dealers and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking players and shit. What the fuck? Benghazi and fucking Afghanistan be shipping fucking poppy seeds.
Maybe, yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah. Well, Jah Jah, you're absolutely right. Now, we spoke about the soul earlier. Tell us about, you know, your spiritual beliefs, such as Rastafarianism, and how tough are the marijuana laws out there in NYC?
Well, Rastafarianism, you know, like, I'm just, you know, I'm not anything, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I just believe in one creator, and that's it. Like, I believe in evil and fucking good, and I don't really have a lot of, like, but I was in a reggae group in Brazil, and I always listen to reggae music, and I have a lot of Jamaican friends, and, you know, I understand, you know, like, where the whole, like, Ethiopian and the whole tribe of Judah and you know, fucking King Solomon. I understand all that shit, you know, I understand it because, but I also see that's a little bit magical too, because that's coming out of King Solomon and Ethiopia, and they have their tribes, you know, I mean, being Jewish, whatever, but I'm not really religious with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm really easy with fucking religion, man. I'm like, I believe that every religion has a lot of interesting things pointing out, you know, it's a moral compass, you know, for me, you know, but, there's a lot of truths, and there's a lot of things that I feel like the Masonry's gotten their fucking hands in. But, so that's the thing with the religion part. And what was the second question?
It was just,
marijuana law.
Right, yeah, in New York City.
Yeah. So, marijuana laws, like, it's still not legal. It's just, it's in part, it's not really decriminalized either, I think, but it's considered misdemeanor. If a cop can't, if they stop and frisk you, which they just made illegal too, but if for some reason, I don't know, that they saw it, I don't know, but they can't arrest you they can only give you a ticket. So if they find, I think, and they're trying to make it medical, but what the problem is that they're supposed to do it a couple of years ago. The problem is that there's too many New Yorkers, and everybody fucking smokes weed. So, yeah, no, it's true. Everybody smokes weed. When they do make it legal or medical or however they're going to do it, decriminalize it, they have to make sure that there is enough product when it is coming New York. They have to make sure that it's available, especially for medical. So they have to be able to facilitize, all the, however they're going to do it, make it like dispensaries, make it accessible to the doctors, to the, I don't know however they're going to do it in New York.
Oh, tax the heck out of it, probably.
Yeah, and they need the supply of it, and they need to make sure there's enough supply, and that's the problem. We have so many citizens here that will just jump by that shit. We're gonna need like fucking, I don't know, like 10 Titanics filled with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is fucking equivalent. No, I mean, really, you're talking a lot of, like, I don't know how many we are, 11 million.
I'd like to be on board those boats. Jah Jah, one of my favorite tracks from yours is actually an unreleased track. It's called Eye of the Fighter. I mean, I heard that and I was just like, man, I could call out Alex Jones or Jesse Ventura to this track. I mean, seriously, it kicks ass. It's an awesome track. And I'm a big fan of your album, The Attack. Tell us about that album and how fun was it to ride around on that T-Rex motorcycle in your video, Pop That?
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
Looked fun.
That was with Jah Jah, the Queen, the Rough Riders. Well, The Attack, it was 2006, right? And that was, it was a great album to write. It was about pretty much attacking the music industry that was attacking me, and that got robbed also. So that's when I started doing the Truth of Shit. That was the Intelligence Report, and I have only 3 of those tracks that we actually released. I have other ones that I recorded, and I will release it at a further time if people start buying my music. I mean, right now, we get so little support that it's really...
Support Jah Jah, ladies and gentlemen. Support Jah Jah. If you're listening to this show, go to JahJahOfficial.com, right? Is that your website, Jah Jah?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Support her. Okay, sorry to cut you off.
No, thanks. And, so I haven't been able to always finish the shit, but then, but I have it finished, it's all ready to go. It just needs to be mastered. That's it. Right. And then I have my, my new shit is called Damage Control, right? And I only released 2 songs out of it. And the thing is that Pete and Susanna from GMN, they wanted me to do a show, and I was like, I came up with a list of shit, and they loved the fucking Damage Control, and I was like, that's the name of my album. But I'm like, I'm like, all right, well, okay, so it makes sense. So it just makes sense, because, I'm always fucking trying to create some damage code, do some damage control, you know what I'm saying? Talk about some shit that's crazy and shit and fix it.
That's right.
I don't just give you the problem. I'm not an Alex Jones. I give you a solution. I try, like I don't just diagnose you. I don't just tell you got fucking liver cancer. I'm gonna tell you what you need to do, motherfucker, to get rid of that liver cancer. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do, as a human being, and I do that shit out of the goodness of my heart. But don't come to me and shit for with your medical and your fucking legal problems. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless you're my people. You know what I'm saying? I got that. There's only so much of Jah Jah unless you make like fucking 20 of me and shit,
Oh man, don't let DARPA get a hold of you, because they'll make a whole army of Jah Jahs.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That'll be the next future and shit, Fucking Jah Jah land.
Of course, another great album of yours is Radioactive. And speaking of radioactive, how worse off is planet Earth since Fukushima? I mean, that terrible oil spill. You have radioactive material oozing into the Pacific Ocean. Tell us your thoughts on that oil spill, the negligence.
What's weird is that track, Radioactive, was written at least 9 months before the Fukushima, okay?
Wow.
At least 9 months, because it didn't even get released. The video got made, I think, I don't know, like a couple of weeks after the oil, the fucking nuclear, the tsunami, okay?
Right, there you go.
I'm gonna call it. I don't call it a tsunami. I call it a tsunami bomb. Because it was a tsunami bomb, it wasn't a tsunami made by...
I saw them in Anaheim one time.
So what?
Tsunami Bomb's a punk rock band, but go on, Jah Jah.
Oh, okay, Tsunami Bomb. Right. But no, that was first of all, Fukushima, did you listen to my fucking interview with Noritoshi? Yo, that shit is crack, man. He's been up in that shit with Benjamin Fulford. He's been studying that shit, or what's going on with, He says it's going to be, that's it, Tokyo, that's it. You haven't gone to Japan? Don't go. Unless you have real critical business, stay for 3 months, that's it. It's the fucking land is shot. It's completely toxic.
Yeah, and all that radiation's coming out here my way towards the Pacific Ocean. It's already here. I mean, I saw an article, all these tuna fish are either mutated or they're dying on the coast. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Stay away from tuna, people. I'm sorry. You really have to. No. It's true. We have to stay away from it. And, you should just, I don't know, they eat a lot of beans and peanuts and stuff from the land. A lot of radioactivity going on. And, 6 months before the Fukushima incident, there was an article in the New York Times stating that Secretary Gates had issued a warning to the United States, your coast, the West Coast, that there was going to be some kind of an attack from North Korea. They did give a heads up. A nuclear torpedo underground. Those nuclear torpedo interballistic continental missiles.
There you go.
The nuclear warhead ones, man. That's the ones that they were fucking threatening the West Coast with that shit. And guess what happened 6 months later? That shit was hit, and it's directly affecting like a ping pong, like fucking pool and shit. Like the ball and shit in one area, it goes bing, bing,
all over the place,
bing, and that's where it happened. And that's how they directed that shit, because I know that shit was a tsunami bomb, Bruce. I know for a fact.
Right, we can feel it in our gut. Oh, Jah Jah, unfortunately, I've had a great time talking to you. I mean, we've covered so much. It got intense, but you're a Gorilla Girl, and you're one of my sisters at the Gorilla Media Network. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being on. We're out of time, unfortunately, but let our listening audience know your website. Let them know where they can listen to you, your tracks, your latest singles that are out as well. Let us know.
Yeah, so you can get all my updates, all my singles, all my albums at JahJahOfficial.com. You can check me out there. My stuff's on iTunes. You can also look at SoundClick.com/JahJah. Catch me on Twitter. Jah Jah, Twitter.com/JahJah. That's JAHJAH. Alright, then you got my Facebook, look up Damage Control Room, look up Jah Jah, look me up. You can, add me up, fucking blast me out. You can direct links off my JahJahOfficial.com. That's when you can find my Facebook and all that other shit. But yeah, support the underground, support real artists. Take a listen, I got a lot of fucking shit going on, a lot of different flavors, multicultural, hip hop, reggae, political gang, fucking shit. You name it, man. I mix my shit. I got flows that the fucking that all them fucking famous people that you fucking all bow to fucking rob from. I'm the fucking shit. My producer's German. He fucking went 4 times plat and shit with the real McCoy. Trust me, we come with quality. We don't fucking come with that fucking underground sound. No, my shit is fucking sounds like Britney Spears. But I'm not her. And they don't own me. And you should support what's last of the fucking Mohicans and shit. The fucking females that are finally speaking. You hear, motherfuckers? Stop fucking sneaking and shit. Stop putting your monies where they fucking, do something. Stop supporting.
That's right, Jah Jah. Support Jah Jah, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Jah Jah, so much for being on the program. I look forward to talking to you many more times. We're going to have you on again.
Thanks for having me, Bruce. Peace out, baby.
Peace out. Bye-bye.